From Los Angeles, I'm Alex Cohen along with Bill Radke. This morning, as he does on many Saturday mornings, Stephen Rafferty headed down to an Irish bar here in L.A. right around 7 a.m. He goes there to watch his favorite soccer team, the Glasgow Celts. The bar that he goes to plays the team's game on their satellite TV, but unlike other patrons at the bar, Stephen will not be drinking. He's a sober alcoholic. Stephen first began drinking when he was 14. His family had just moved from Scotland to Florida, and he had a really hard time adjusting to his new American life. Getting drunk, he says, helped him overcome shyness and the pain of homesickness.
It became quite easy or natural for me, it seemed like, to just drink and feel pretty good about socializing, the inhibitions laugh, and I kind of fitted in, and it seemed enjoyable at the time, getting a buzz. But then I could become belligerent at times.
As he grew older, his drinking became worse. And when Stephen was drunk, he would often black out or become violent. From time to time, he would try to quit drinking, but it wouldn't last. And then one night, when he was 31, he went to a bar, drank a bottle of scotch, and got in a fist fight with one of his roommates. The next morning, Stephen's other roommate gave him a choice. He could get help, or he could move out.
And I woke up that one morning and said, I can't go on like this. Something, I really feel like a switch kind of went off that said, right, you really have to do something about this. And I was ready.
But he wasn't quite sure what he was ready for. Stephen had been to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings before, but he says he didn't think the program would work for him. He was troubled by AA's 12-step approach, starting with the first step, an admission that an alcoholic is powerless over alcohol. He says he was also put off by the spiritual basis of Alcoholics Anonymous. Stephen doesn't believe in God, and AA's references to a higher power concerned him.
Somebody said, well, the higher power could be that chair over there. Now, that sounds ridiculous, but someone was basically trying to make the point that it doesn't have to be God. But then I got to thinking, if my higher power is this chair or something outside myself, what if the chair went missing? Is my sobriety going to be in contention? Am I going to worry about it? And I think the further and the more important thing is, what if I showed up and the chair was completely broken?
So Stephen went in search of a secular sobriety group. What he found was S.O.S.
Well, welcome to S.O.S. My name is Jim. I'm a sober alcoholic, and I'm going to do the honors tonight.
That's Jim Christopher, who started S.O.S., which is also known as Secular Organizations for Sobriety, or Save Ourselves. Like Stephen, Jim is an alcoholic who wanted the emotional support of a group, but felt that religion didn't play a role in his recovery. More than 20 years ago, Jim started weekly meetings for others like him. Today, there are more than 20,000 S.O.S. members who hold meetings all over the world.
Is there anyone here today with less than 30 days of sobriety? Welcome.
The group is a diverse mix. One young woman has been sober for less than 2 weeks. Another member has been coming for more than 15 years. There's no strict format to the meeting. The group discusses the challenges of being sober. They exchange tips for how to resist drinking. The S.O.S. members also share the joys of being sober. One older man who started coming to S.O.S. a few months ago tells the group that in addition to giving up drink, he also quit smoking. The other night, he says, he went into his backyard, and for the first time, he could smell his orange trees, the soil beneath his feet.
And suddenly, it wasn't like to trumpets, Disneyland. No, it was just the realization that I fit in that place.
As he told his story, I got the sense that it was important for him to have that special feeling of being alive and aware without considering it a spiritual experience. That it was important for him to celebrate his sobriety as something that he achieved as a result not of a higher power, but rather the power inside himself. One of the things S.O.S. does share with Alcoholics Anonymous is that they celebrate anniversaries. This week they celebrated Stephen Rafferty, who had his last drink 4 years ago this month.
Now, this is a lovely gift that you can take home and chill, and it'll be very useful.
It's a 12-pack of diet iced tea. Stephen thanks the group for the tea and for their support.
Thank you very much. You know, I might have gotten sober through other means, but S.O.S. gave me a calm and rational place, which was important for me. I'm calm with my values and my sobriety. I'm so glad for it. So, thanks to Jim and others, and I'm really happy to be sober.
We're happy for you.
Yeah.
Here, let's see.
Stephen Rafferty celebrated 4 years of sobriety this week with the group Secular Organizations for Sobriety. Now, there's an important thing to add here. As you just heard, Alcoholics Anonymous wasn't the right thing for Stephen, but he wants to be very careful about this. He says he's very supportive of AA because he knows it's worked very well for other people. He says he's supportive of anything that can help a person overcome an addiction. He made this analogy. He compared an addiction to drugs or alcohol to cancer in that there's a variety of treatments. If you have cancer, maybe